Hi friends, how we all doing today? I'm doing all right. Uh, there's a shortage of oxygen tanks in LA here. I don't know why. Demand must be up. Um, so, in order to conserve on the number of tanks I use, I have to limit my coming and going because this week we have a lot of back and forth to the hospital, a lot of tests, and if I use too many oxygen tanks, I run the risk of not having enough for the necessary appointments. So I'm kind of hanging out in my hotel room and a little bit bored, but Circuit Rider has been keeping me very entertained with FaceTiming me when he goes to look at apartments and stuff. And you may have seen the post that he found a really, really good one. And it is in a building that I did a lot of daydreaming before we came about where we would live. And one of my favorite things to do for the last several months, once a month or so, I would jump on rent.com and see what was available. And this building that we're going to be in caught my eye really early. It's just, I'm going to be so spoiled. It might be hard to return home, but I've got my lovely little house and my view up there and all my friends. So, and, oh my, let's see, the rent here is probably, it's a little more than 7 times my rent in the association fee where I live on the Oregon coast. I own the house, but we pay a fee to the place for maintaining it. It's kind of like a condo thing. Anyway, I am afraid of getting spoiled, to be quite honest. This place has a concierge and a swimming pool and a hot tub and absolutely beautiful environment. Underground parking garage, right on the north end of the marina in Marina del Rey. There's a farmer's market nearby when that season comes where you can get all the just awesome California fresh fruits and vegetables. There's a clubhouse and a movie theater, a movie room with these big comfy recliners all arranged like a theater before a movie-sized movie screen. And they have a get-together every Friday night for beverages and a movie with people who would like to participate in that. And on the weekdays, if you have company and you want to have a movie night with your company, you can reserve the movie room. And this is an all-inclusive place. All your utilities are included in your rent. Any parking fee is included in the rent. And it was more reasonable than many of the places that don't include everything in the rent. It was a really good deal. We both feel really good about that decision in terms of good stewardship of the Lord's money. I really don't know how we could have had a better deal. The Lord really took care of us in that regard. More about the place. It's just, Circuit Rider says when you walk in, it actually feels like some kind of fancy yacht club. They have I can't even list all the amenities. And fortunately for us, the apartment that we found, we can park right near the elevator, and the elevator is one apartment and around the corner from our door. So not a long walking distance in any regard. I mean, it's just about as easy as it could possibly be. So otherwise, let's see, what else might you be interested in? I got all my appointments all lined up for this week. There's 2 different tests on Monday, appointment with a hematologist on Tuesday because they want to look at more about my hypercoagulability disorder that I have. That is why I have to be on Coumadin. And Sunday I have to stop my Coumadin because of the bilateral cardiac cath that they're going to do on me on Friday. I have to actually check in 2 hours ahead. It's considered an actual surgery because they run catheters up through your femoral arteries or veins, maybe. Yeah, it must be veins. You wouldn't open up an artery to do something like that, I don't think. Anyway, they run it up a little tiny catheter into your heart and look around, and they're going to do some imaging and look at both sides of my heart. And because of that, I have to stop my Coumadin on Sunday, and my faithful, trusty angel circuit rider has to give me shots twice a day. And I pinch up an inch on my tummy, and he has to give me a shot. And I've had these shots before. Twice a day I'll have it until my surgery so that I can come off my Coumadin and not have the high bleeding risk from being on Coumadin. So these shots are uncomfortable, and it takes a long time for them to go in. And I am so glad he's willing to do it, because the times that I have had to do it before, I will be honest with you, I could not do it to myself because they hurt so much. They hurt a lot, and they leave a big bruise. And so the couple of times that I've had to do it before, I never did the shots. I just didn't do them. I went off my Coumadin and had my procedures, which is a very, very bad thing. Do not do this at home. I'm serious. I was absolutely foolish to do it, but I was in a little bit of rebellion and cantankerousness over having these illnesses to begin with. It was when I was newly diagnosed with both the lung issue and the blood disorder issue. And anyway, so do as I say, not as I do. And if you have to have these Lovenox shots in your tummy, find a trusty, caring, deeply wonderful friend to do them for you. Or I think that you can arrange to have a local nurse or somebody come in and do it for you. But don't skip them, okay? I promise I never will again. I promise. So anyway, there's the shots that I have to have. And Saturday night, after having the procedure and being all healed up and not, any risk of bleeding anymore, I can go back to my Coumadin, which is just pills and doesn't hurt at all. What else? Anyway, Monday 2 appointments, Tuesday an appointment, Wednesday 3 appointments, Thursday only 1 in the morning, and it's a COVID test, so it's walk in, do it, walk out, and we've got most of Thursday free, which will be lovely because Wednesday morning, before the 3 appointments start around noon, is when we're going to move into our new place. And I am so excited. So excited. I'm really looking forward to it. Anyway, when I get to the new place, I will take pictures with my good camera and show you how fun it is and how pretty, and I will post those. And Friday is the big thing with the left and right sided cardiac cath, and that's the last thing. And next week, not this coming one, but after I complete all those tests, the team is supposed to meet and decide where we go from there. I'm starting to get short of breath. It's ridiculous. I can't even talk without using some tank oxygen, as opposed to my 2 concentrators, which already deliver 14 liters of oxygen. So I'm up into the high usage, and the way to pray is always that the Lord's will be done, and that is always the best thing. The Lord's plan is the best thing, but we are also allowed to say what our preference would be. So feel free to pray that I come through all these tests with flying colors and get approved for transplant, and that a transplant happens quickly, so I don't get too enamored of my spoiled little self at living in paradise in Marina del Rey. Anyway, things are going very well. Don't be worried about anything. Just pray in everything that the Lord's will be done. And God bless you all. I will make another tape probably when we get to the new place. Okay? Love you. Have a good rest of your weekend. And yeah, I'll keep you posted. I guess that's all I have to say. Okay, bye.